Let's see if things loaded correctly. Let's actually play video games. So, this is our RPGNerdos ship, and hopefully it loaded correctly and doesn't crash. Hey, it's loading, alright. Your graphics card is so heavy it actually needs a little support to prop up the card at the far edge. That's crazy. Well, apparently graphics card, along with being overpriced now, are oversized, and I did not know that. So, we did our tech support stream, we made things work, it's awesome. So we have a ship from RPGNerdos called the Jetceptor. The Jetceptor. Looks cool. That's... Wow. I wonder where RPG got that visual. That looks really awesome. Yeah, this looks cool. This looks like a... Looks like a Star Wars, like, Y-Wing or A-Wing or something. Yeah, this looks like it's from something. And it looks like Star Wars to me. But I don't know. So I'm a huge fan of cases with the motherboard rear I/O at the top. Okay. Let's see what the description of this ship is. Jetceptor. This quick spaceship excels in endless bombardment of the hostile vessels and finishing them off right after. Beware of the very limited defensive potential. Hypercoolant. Weapon cooldown is cut in half. Ship starts with extra fuel reserves. Alright. A whole image found somewhere on the internet. You don't know the author, admittedly. Alright, well, if some author sees this ship on my YouTube or Twitch video and wants to claim it, let me know and I'll give you credit. What do we got here? We got 2 Vanguard charge lasers. 2 power, 2 shots. 10% more accurate. So this one does not do... So I think it's faster charging, but doesn't do the bonus damage. Oh, wow, that's some engines. Doesn't do the crit damage potential of some of the other weapons. We have superior navigation system. I love this augment. We get to see the entire map. We can jump anywhere, but it costs extra fuel. All in vain handle under-optimized PC games. Well, I did test, so I have this new graphics card. I did test Path of Exile 2 off last night after I installed it. And I think it runs everything better. Of course, I'm going to be playing FTL and Balatro on stream, so we're not really utilizing the new graphics card. But if we get back into like Satisfactory and PoE2 and other things, eventually it'll be worth. So, thank you to Paul Mystakidis who gifted this graphics card, by the way. Anytime you make a hardware change, you gotta, work on stuff. But, all right, let's jump in. Do we have Gibbs? Full Rebellion? We have Invisibility Gibbs, the best type of Gibbs. Defenses being pathetic doesn't sound like RPG, huh? Well, I have a feeling it's not as pathetic as he says it is. Priest, Abyssal Lantern, that is Miao Zedong's favorite thing. Can we upgrade shields? We are not allowed to upgrade shields, but we can get up an extra system. Okay. If the artist finds us on YouTube, please sue RPG instead of Rand. Shieldless ship to start today. That's right. Satisfactory should get a lot better with this new graphics card. Nice, nice. I had a YouTube comment this morning. Are you going to continue this series? And he was referencing the Satisfactory. He's like, yeah, probably after I'm relieved of my Balatro addiction. I have been very addicted to Balatro. So, all right, let's get slugs on weapons and piloting. Sorry for the delay getting started of actually playing games today. It's like I said, you have new hardware, and then sometimes your stream goes all crazy. One good thing is I'll be doing my weapon training Sector 1. That's true. Our weapon training should be very fast, with very fast firing weapons. And of course, the first guy runs away. Viva la Abyssal Lantern. It was a fun, different experience. Well, I'm just glad it didn't take us 2 hours to figure out. And I'll be honest, I don't think I knew that HDMI cords could be in different versions. I didn't know there was a 1.4, a 2.1, and maybe something higher. They're always upgrading motherboard sockets and wire types and crazy. What gamer doesn't like talking about tech stuff? Like my brother. I don't think my brother likes it. He bought his PC Best Buy, and I was like, dude, you're such a old man if you buy your PC at Best Buy. Like, well, I don't want to. Oh, that's a blue option there. I don't have to mess with things breaking and stuff. It's like, dude, you overpaid so much if you bought it at Best Buy. You overpaid so much. Hardware is like software, but harder. True. The Balatro addiction is real. Your poor wife and kids. Yeah. One day you'll actually get to finish putting your PC together. Nice, nice. Alright, so I can jump anywhere. It says we have extra fuel, and we do. But not like a crap load of extra fuel. So we have 45% dodge and no shields. Weapons that charge really fast. RPG, is there an augment that speeds up charging hidden in this ship? Apart from the Abyssal Lantern that has the, 5% cooldown speed reduction. Jogi streams once a week and his stuff seems to fail at least once a month. My setup seems really solid in comparison. True, I also stream every day and it's my full-time job, so I try to stay on top of things. If you only stream once a week and something breaks, then you're like, oh crap. Because you're like, it's like, I don't know, having a hobby that you don't do that often, and then when you try to do that hobby, it doesn't work like it normally does, that can really throw you off. It's like, I haven't checked my golf clubs for the last week. One of them broke over the week, and now I have a broken golf club. What am I going to do? There's a hidden automated reloader. Makes your weapons charge 100% faster rather than 10% faster. Nice. What are the stats on the V charges? They are basically a 2-shot charge laser with 10% better accuracy and I think faster charge time. So they're faster charge lasers. Basically is what these are. We got hacking. Don't hack my weapons, please. Okay. I fired early because I thought that might have hacked my weapons. This past weekend was really busy for me though. I wasn't going to talk about anything until after I actually got the stream started, but Friday night or Saturday morning, or maybe it was Friday morning before the stream, I can't remember. We had snow and ice in Dallas for those who missed it. And I had to dig my car out of the snow. As I was digging my car out of the snow / ice for the last time, things were melting. And if you don't know, after you've had snow and ice, when it's melting is the most dangerous part. Because then you get black ice that you can't see. That's really slippery. And as I was walking around my car, scraping snow and ice off, I stepped on black ice. Feet went out from under me and I landed and hit my head on the pavement, on the icy pavement. Now, thankfully, I was wearing like a toboggan hat that kind of cushioned my head, but I was like worried I broke something for a bit. Thankfully, I didn't break anything, but my neck is really sore. I think when I went back, I like almost whiplashed a bit, and I've had neck strain ever since then. It's really dangerous. It is. Black ice after a snowy and icy storm is really, really dangerous. So, I've been having a bit of strain here the last couple days. Thankfully, I don't think it's anything serious. I haven't gone to the doctor or anything, and I've been kind of trying to... If I look up, I feel stretches in my neck, so... You've run into black ice on your recent walks, too? Ouch, yeah. I could have been knocked unconscious. I could have had a concussion or something, and thankfully, I don't think anything too bad happened, but... I checked my head. I don't think there's any bruising. There were no cuts. It was just, it freaked me out, man. I was like, oh my god, that could have been way worse than it was. You took a tumble on the ice this weekend as well. You only injured your pride. If Fat Man is going to fall, it is always in front of an audience. Well, you know, when you hurt yourself, I don't know if you all experience this, but you have this like rush of adrenaline, I feel like. As I was lying there, you know, you feel like something rushing through your body as your body is like trying to assess if it's in pain or broke something. So I was lying on the ground for a good minute or two, just like, oh my god, did I break something? And I was freaking out, but thankfully I just a little strain in the neck is not that big of a deal. But you're generally able to safely escape from dives with level 8 engines. Oh yeah, that's true. We could probably do dives, but I'm probably not going to dive. It wouldn't be funny if Agent 47 took himself out on some black ice. No, it wouldn't be. Randy needs to start doing Tai Chi for balance. I did Tai Chi, actually. My ex and I went and did Tai Chi together for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months at one point. I still vaguely remember the slow... there's still some of the stretches you do in Tai Chi, like these little circles with my knees and some other things that I've done that I still occasionally do. It's adrenaline. Pain doesn't slip in instantly, but rather gradually, yeah. And it freaked me out, but... What am I going to do for defense? I guess it's going to be cloaking. When you fell with your dad's motorcycle, after getting on your feet, your first instinct was to check if everything was still there? Yeah. Holy crap. Madman's Pass gets us 5 extra jumps. Alright, let's do police catch for now. Asteroid field. Okay, asteroid field forced. Not ideal. Also, another thing I did over the weekend is I filled out another application for another job. For a, like an audio-visual tech at a, Marriott, hotel that's not too far from where I live, so... Also had a big extra long rehearsal yesterday. So this was a very busy weekend. Started out with me almost feeling like I gave myself a concussion, so it was kind of a crazy weekend. And then I put in the graphics card, my stream stops working, so I've been a little... No, I might not need this. I've been a little stressed the last day and a half or so. Okay, I'm the dodge. And we dodge. Okay, I was going to say literally nothing, but okay, we did dodge 50% with our 40% dodge. This is kind of a crazy weekend, that's for sure. Should have gone with the Madman. AV job at a hotel might be good. Setting up stuff for conferences. Yeah. I feel like a Gunther sent like some, you know, openings that he found, but they were like at a Dallas Baptist University where the first thing it says is you need to be a Christian. It's like, okay, I don't want a prerequisite of a job that I take to be what religion I am. That is definitely not what I'm interested in. Another one was for American Airlines Center downtown, which sounded like a cool position, but sounded way more involved than any knowledge or experience I have. And driving to downtown Dallas every day would not be a fun experience. So, but I've been looking and trying to apply at maybe entry-level starter, like audio visual or audio techs. That's like this position I applied for would be like a part-time position, so I could still stream some and stuff. So. I've been trying to look at positions that are like entry level or intern or part-time or training positions, so I can like learn more about stuff before trying to get into a full-time salaried position where you're fully in charge of all of the audio and visual tech of some giant corporation. I don't think I have the knowledge for that. Dallas Baptist one was crazy. The other one was for an assistant job. You thought it might work. Yeah, and I looked at it, and I started the application, but I kind of stopped that application, Gunther, because when I looked at all the stuff, all the whatchamacallit, the job description, I was like, a full-time position when I'm like a self-trained amateur audio person, that felt overwhelming. So, and also I really wouldn't want to have to drive downtown Dallas every day. Who knows, maybe eventually I'll get a job where I will need to do that, but downtown Dallas sucks. Trying to get to downtown Dallas at rush hour every day is something I would not wish on my worst enemy. So, alright, we have enough for cloaking. We can find cloaking. Alright, tip me generously. Got it. Alright. Let's hack this guy's weapons. That's level 2 cloaking at least. Going for my weapons. Wow. I didn't get a single shot off. Maybe I could have if I had fired my weapons earlier, but that's a long level cloaking for Sector 2. You think I should still apply though? Not every applicant meets all the criteria. Get the commute part though. Well, I'm being very picky about what I apply for. I'm being very picky because if I'm trying to look for a new career, which I am, I don't want to just take the first job or one that's like, oh, that looks okay. I want to pick something that lines up with my aspirations, which is to learn audio engineering better, not force myself into a job that I don't want, or committing to a crappy commute every week, or getting in over my head or something. So I'm being very particular. No cloaking. What is this? Backup batteries cooldown. I could get drone control. Is that the extra system I want? So we have hacking, cloaking, mind control. We have room for one other. I might actually want teleporter, to be honest. But I think I might buy this weapon instead of going for defense drone. Man, if I get an anti-drone, actually that could be huge. Alright, let's get that. Because offensive drones is some of the scariest things to deal with when you're a shieldless ship. DFW traffic is the worst in the US. You would rather sit on the 10 in LA every day for the rest of your life than drive around DFW for one day. Wow. Well, that's pretty hardcore right there. Interesting. This is a 1-power shield overcharger. Do I have drone recovery? And drone recovery arm. Okay. I'm not going to sell Abyssal Lantern. I don't like being full of my augment slots. So now I can turn on shield drone for free every time. I'm not sure if that was a good play, what I just did. It's a personal matter. You have beef with DFW. Yeah, DFW is... traffic not the best. Honestly, I'm sure LA and New York traffic are worse, but... Oh, that is a cool image. I love that RPG put in a really cool shield image, even if the player wasn't expected to even ever see it. That's really cool looking. Might be a confidence booster if you get an interview and it gets your foot in the door to see who does the setups for the shows. Well, I was thinking it'd be a cool job, Gunther. Being a sound tech at the American Airlines Center does sound awesome. I was thinking, man, could I like meet the Pentatonics and other crazy pop artists if I worked there? But the downtown commute and the other issues, I don't want to just jump right in. That sounds sketchy. Nice. Piloting blue option. Oh, and it gave me the anti-drone drone. Okay, you know what? I think I care more about anti-drone than anti-missile. So very good. It's still miles better than the traffic in Europe. Well, I haven't had to drive in Europe, so I can't compare. Figure the player might get their hands on Zoltan Shield or something, yeah. I could use the subway, huh? Will I take that Paul 2 payment? No, I want the drone parts. Alright, new part. I was bluffing. That's right. Or new something. Alright, so we're diving here. If you get an offer, you can turn it down. I don't know. If I was offered a job after applying for a job, I would feel really weird turning down the job. But you're right. It's. I might go back and apply for it. I might not. Again, because I'm looking for a new career and I want to be very particular about what I look for, I'm not feeling like I'm in a rush. I'm just filling out applications slowly as I find positions that look like might be a good opportunity to train in what I want to train in. So, and the nice thing is because I'm, you know, a streamer, a full-time streamer, even though it doesn't pay very well, it's enough to where I'm not feeling like I have to get a job now or I'm gonna die or not be able to pay rent, which are about the same scariness levels. Cross-train in audio and doors. Okay. Charted Nebula. We see the entire sector, right? I don't even think I need... There's Charted Nebula and there's some other special nebula where you get all of the jumps. And I can't remember which is which. I'm going to do a regular jump here. Because one of these nebula types is half nebula jumps rather than the 2/3 or whatever. Best of luck in the job hunt. Thanks, Schwartz User. Appreciate that. Maybe should turn on the shield. Come on, stop dodging. Beautiful. Job hunting nowadays goes either one of two ways. Submitting hundreds of applications, getting a few bites, or you know a guy and they hire you. True, true. But that's the thing. Because I'm doing this of my own volition and not because I'm, like, feeling the pressure, I don't have to send out 1,000 applications, hope I get a bite to find a job instantly. I can take my time. I don't feel the pressure. And you might say, well, that means you're going to be lazy about it. But to me, what that means is I don't have to take any first... I don't have to apply to everything and take the first thing that gets sent my way, so... Generally in Nebula sector, probably fleet delays aren't that crucial. The one with halved jumps is Vast Nebula. That's the one I was trying to think of. Okay, I'm going to do anti-drone, and I'm going to stop your dodges. Two piloting. Okay. And of course you didn't kill the drone. Why would you actually kill a drone when you are a drone killer machine? Fuck this game. I need him to not get out now. Okay. Alright, well, drone down. I should have turned on my shield drone, I guess. Should have swapped out my anti-drone. I'm out of practice of FTL. That's the other reason I haven't been playing Hard by No Pause. I don't want to stress about Hard by No Pause, and I'm out of practice right now, so. Might be a good idea to set up a dedicated time in your day to search the job boards or tidy up your resume. Yeah, I'm doing that on Saturdays after I work on my music stuff. Or, I don't know. Again, let's hope he doesn't dodge everything. As much as I'm looking for a new position, I am not feeling a crunch that I have to get it done instantly, so maybe that is greedy or lazy, but it's how I'm approaching it. Because I don't want to stress about it. I want my life to be less stressful, not more stressful. That's why I want to not play FTL Hard No Pause as my main job in life anymore, so. Mind you, you should also start looking for a holiday job, huh? Being able to take your time, searching is great, yeah. Okay, so we have enough for cloaking now, nice. You saw a tip about not putting the year you graduated on your resume so you won't get age biased. Well, it's interesting. Speaking of age bias, the Marriott job that I applied for, one of the questions was, do you have a disability? And I was looking through the list of disabilities, and one of the things they have listed as a disability is irritable bowel syndrome. And I'm like, I think I might actually have irritable bowel syndrome, and that's the stomach issues I've been having over the last 1.5 to 2 years. Bad hands, I didn't even think of that, but I'm pretty sure IBS is what I've been dealing with for the last, like, 2 years or 1.5 years, that I've had to change my diet and stuff. And so I was like, okay, yes, do have one of these things. So I put yes on that. I have IBS, or I didn't put specifically what it was, but it listed in that. And I was like, I'm actually going to say yes to this. The full-blown disability? Well, it's listed on that job search as a disability. So I was like, okay, I've been having this issue consistently. I had a doctor tell me I need to have a scope, and then it wasn't covered by insurance, but I didn't get it. But I feel like that counts as a thing that I've been dealing with. Like when I said earlier, I didn't want to have to drive to downtown Dallas all the time. Part of the issue is when I'm driving sometimes, my stomach will just be like, okay, you have to do something now. And it's probably TMI, but
how did you dodge everything? What?
It's a real issue. Like, I have been having to deal with this issue for like 1.5 years with being careful with what I eat, planning out when I do certain things. It's, I think it might affect me if I had a job, so. Screw FTL, you don't miss it on my stream, and you enjoy stuff like Balatro way more. Opinions may differ, yeah. If it's not diagnosed, don't put it down. Well, a doctor said I needed to be scoped. Is that not diagnosed? It probably isn't officially, but I feel like it's something I could tell a job recruiter about. So, it didn't say, have you been diagnosed with a disability? It said, do you have any of these as a disability? So, I guess maybe that could be a self-diagnosis or something, but... Bad issues with your stomach in the past. You swear it's gotten better since you've been taking vitamin D. Could be that you don't have spicy food as much, too. Scoped like probed. Yes. Look up, what is every human being supposed to get when they turn 45? And you'll know what the doctor recommended I needed to have done. But yeah, they might ask for official diagnosis. I mean, so far, I've only filled out like 3 or 4 applications, and I've had nobody reach out to me, so I don't... know all the official rules for things, but I will say if I put that, then at least it'll be a talking point that I can tell them about, and they can tell me whether no, you have to be officially diagnosed, or you should see a doctor to see if you're diagnosed for this and all this stuff. I don't have Clone Bay for that. Millions of families suffer every year. That's right, Shogi. What's up, sir? Alright, my control. We got all our systems done. Cool. Do I want to sell something for Clone Bay? Not really. You agree panicking over instantly getting a new job is a bad idea. Having some kind of goal to organize, motivate is a good idea too. Aim for a new job by the end of summer, perhaps. A thought. Okay. I'm not saying that I'm not having a goal. I'm just saying I'm not trying to force it or feel the stress of feeling like I have to do something instantly. But yes, I do have a goal that I'd like to, before next Christmas season, have a position, an actual new, possibly different career going on. So I do kind of have a goal. Got to set yourself up for success. Employers will look for anything to disqualify a candidate. Okay. You don't know how recruiters in the US are. In Germany, they might call you out for lying on your application if you put it down and then don't have an official diagnostic to back it up. Well, here's the other good thing. If they don't hire me, you know what that means? Darn, I didn't get hired. I want to be completely upfront. I don't want to go to a job and then be like, oh yes, I'm a perfectly healthy, normal human being, and then like, okay, I need bathroom breaks every 2 hours. You know, so I feel like some people who are younger or have not had physical things they've had to deal with might underestimate how serious certain things can be. And I feel like I am guilty of that as well. Of saying, oh, I'm not going to go to the doctor because I don't want to spend the money, or I don't think it's that serious. And I feel like I probably actually need to go to the doctor. I don't know how doctors would diagnose IBS and other things like that. So I don't know. Would I work in food service or a food truck? Never. I was a waiter one time in my life, never again. Alright, enter. I need all the fuel. I want to buy Clone Bay. I want stealth weapons. Actually, I think I do want stealth weapons. Problem is, I haven't upgraded my weapons yet this entire run, which is not ideal. I think I better get hacking too, actually. Yeah, well, we have all our systems done, so that's good. I'm gonna sell this. I don't think I'm ever gonna use that. Okay. You should get breaks every 2 hours, at least places with good labor laws. True, that's true. Okay. Winds are still strong in California, Shogi. I watched a streamer who's in California, and they talked about they are coughing all the time because of all the smoke. Are you experiencing that, Shogi? Are you experiencing like lots of crazy the smell of smoke and all that all the time? Jesus, these effing dodges. Give me a goddamn break, you shitty game. Thank you. Nice double reward. Would I consider a web developer position? No, I don't have any kind of programming or web development experience. I would not consider that at all. Alright, what's my next goal? I need to get an offensive upgrade. I'm trying to think if I've ever had a job where you get breaks every 2 hours. Usually, I worked at Walmart. We had a lunch break And I feel like that was all we had, was a lunch break. I don't remember having other breaks other than a lunch break. I'm trying to remember if we had breaks every 2 hours. I don't know if I've ever had a job where you get breaks every 2 hours. That sounds like not something not a lot of places in the US would have. But I'm trying to remember. Most jobs that I've had were retail jobs where you get a lunch break during an 8-hour shift. I mean, you can go use a restroom and stuff, but there's not like designated other breaks. Your sinuses are going haywire. You're not coughing. The ash is being spread everywhere, though. It's crazy, man. Alright, let me turn this on. And am I going to hack? Maybe. Maybe, but not for sure. California, you get a 30-minute lunch and 2 15-minute breaks. Trying to remember. It's been a number of years since I've had a job that wasn't streaming or like singing gigs. That's contracted work where you don't have the same kind of, you know, daily schedule. So, what mods are being used? I am playing a ship from RPGNerdos. Can I do this? No. FTL ship. That link has a lot of links on it, but this ship is called Jetceptor. That's the main mod for what we're playing right now. Used to smoke in your late teens and most of your 20s because of extra breaks. You quit, though, when you turn 29. Good. Smoking's terrible. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like, I feel like smoking's got to be the single worst habit humans have that hurt themselves. Apart from maybe eating poorly. Might be the only other thing that's close. Blows my mind that people will breathe in something that literally destroys their lungs. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. Randy man, go find somewhere with ice on the ground, slip and fall, file civil suits for negligence, win funds for foreseeable future. That's called insurance fraud, and I'm not going to do that. Thanks for the suggestion, though. Well, let's get some power. I know, a weapon value point. Oh, you didn't even let us get more than level 1 cloaking. That's crazy. Okay. Not fraud if you get hurt enough. It's fraud if you go and do it on purpose. My brother, when he worked at GameStop as a manager, literally would have to check tape and keep an eye on people who would purposefully do things like bump into something and fall and then claim insurance. Company insurance. That's literally exactly what insurance fraud is, I'm pretty sure. Aren't there people who will, like, to try to get insurance money from, like, car insurance companies, purposely pull in front of people and then slam on their brakes to try to force somebody to ram into the back of them because the person who runs into somebody is considered at fault? That's like insurance fraud, right? I'm pretty sure that's insurance fraud. I'm not going to abandon. We all do dumb stuff when we were young. I remember feeling like crap after smoke one afternoon and saying to myself, this is gross, I'm done. Well, good job quitting. Good job. It can be hard. We do a lot of things, like eat poorly, which is probably why I have so many stomach issues. And it takes willpower to change those things. So good on you, Scott. Good on you. What do I want to do here? I'm gonna hack your shields is what I'm going to do. Amateurs. Randy is a pro. Example is what happened to Randy Man when cleaning his car from snow. Okay. Human time. Oh, you want to be the human. Okay, sure thing, Green Man. 1 second. You might have to move to the US, then you work less than we do and get more breaks, it seems. Wow. I thought everybody says America sucks and nobody wants to move here because of our insurance and terrible working conditions. Seems the opposite of what most people say, Ramses. Alright. I saw on Reddit somebody posting, this is my video game that I'm developing. It's about a person in a wheelchair who is trying to get to a hospital because they can't afford the ambulance because they live in America. I'm making a video game literally about how insurance is unachievable and overpriced in America. That was a thing I saw on Reddit, actually, like, the other day. Wow. Okay. That's pretty crazy. Man, the weapons charge so fast, I can't even, I mean, yeah, my weapons charge so fast, they're ready before hacking can get through. It's crazy. They're probably charging fast enough that their shields don't even fully recharge if I can time it right. The fact that these are charge lasers is making that kind of hard to time correctly. There we go. No more weapons for you. A friend's old co-worker once broke his leg on Saturday, stayed in agony till Monday, managed to sneak into work and fell in the freezer. Oh my god. That's... Did they get arrested for insurance fraud? Because that sounds like a perfect example of that. Oh my god, that's crazy. Dual V lasers together are basically like a spun-up Vulcan, are they? Okay, Grima, rename. I'll remember. I remember. There you go. You're a Grima. It was free workers' comp. Okay, well, I mean, it sounds like fraud to me, but okay, you know. So many people are like, I don't care about stealing from insurance companies because they're unethical. Okay. So does somebody else being unethical make it okay for you to be unethical? Like, I feel like it doesn't, but maybe if you're getting beat down by a system long enough, you feel like you're justified in stealing from a company because they are an unethical company or something. Alright, what are we going to do here? Hack shields, I guess. Right, so auto fire spun up Vulcan. Let's go. Yeah, that is better than me waiting. That's good call. Good call. Okay, I should have been using this like a spun up Vulcan the whole time then, instead of waiting. Okay, I knew it was half power. Why am I complaining? I knew it was half power. Okay. Wow, these things are getting through. Barely. but like a fully spun out Vulcan. Oh crap, you're gonna do damage there if I don't get here in time. Actually, no, you'll leave if I just move this thing out of here. There we go. There we go. Sound engineer at the House of Blues. I have seen that work. I've looked at that one, and that looks quite interesting. And also like a position that I would need a lot more experience. The part of the reason I'm looking for intern positions and training positions, Gunther, is because I've never been a sound engineer ever anywhere. So I don't think I can be the lead sound engineer for a place that has concerts multiple times a week without some training. Imagine what happened when I got an actual Vulcan on this ship. Wow, I bet that was crazy. Like, Gunther, give me great links, but you're also giving me links like a guy who's never had, a guy who trained himself to play the xylophone and now says, I would like to join the New York Philharmonic. Like, I feel like you're jumping a little ahead of my actual experience and training here with all of the job listings you're sending me. Another V-charge would have been better. That position sounds like it would be cool to know who that sound engineer is for mentorship and contacts, though. Feel on the career change thing, starting to prepare for med school application. And I feel you, because you're starting to prepare for med school application, hopefully a year or two. All right, well, good luck on that. Good luck on that. It'd be scary trying to get into something new. That's for sure. I did not mean to do that, I meant to do that. Shoot for the moon. Okay. Of course he did this. Of course he did this crap. Please don't kill my drone parts. Okay, he didn't. But I will also mention the same thing that's the issue with the American Airlines Center one is the same as the House of Blues is downtown Dallas. I really don't plan on getting a job where I have to go down to downtown Dallas every day of the week. Music isn't working out with your physical health, huh? Oh, are you a musician as your full-time job, Baba Yaga? Yeah, there's a reason most people who have a music degree don't work in music. And that reason is usually having to do with no money or no insurance or something like that. But yeah, I did look at that House of Blue ones and it looks cool. But again, I'm not applying for something that I do not feel at least slightly qualified for. Not yet, anyway. Maybe eventually I will. Easy solve. Move to downtown Dallas. Walk to work. My God. I'm not living in downtown Dallas. I'm pretty sure any place I would want to move to in downtown Dallas would probably be another third more expensive for rent than I'm paying right now, and I'm already paying more for rent than I really want to be paying. But sure, just get a house and move to downtown Dallas. It's so easy, chat. Where are there major recording studios in Dallas? You assume they're close to downtown. Maybe Bishop Arts or Deep Ellum. I've been doing searches for recording studios in Dallas. They are all over. One I applied for in Addison. Two I applied for in Addison. One over in Garland. One over in Plano, I think it was. They're all over. Problem is, nothing I've really applied for has anybody reached out. Actually, one place I applied for reached out to me to let me know, thank you for reaching out to us. We don't actually have intern positions. So far everything I've received has been a thanks but no thanks kind of thing so far. So Who doesn't these days? Rent's crazy in every larger city, pretty much all over the world. True. True. And that's the choice I'm making by staying in Dallas. I could move someplace that's way cheaper, but then I would not have opportunity to sing. So it's like opportunity cost. I have to pay more to live in Dallas, but because I live in Dallas, I'm able to sing for a living. So that's like kind of the trade-off. I would really love to find a store with actual weapons that are lasers in them. If it's any consolation, they'll probably eat their own nails once you make your first billion as a sound engineering superstar. Sure. I'm sure that will totally happen really soon. Love the positivity, though. Keep forgetting to turn on my shield drone. We may maybe actually crew kill this if I'm patient enough. Intern position, don't you already have some gigs going on? Yes, Ricky. I sing, but I am looking to get into audio engineering. That's the thing that I'm trying to get into. And I do not have training in that. The only training I have for audio engineering is everything I have learned on my own. So I would need to learn from real professional... Well, crap, I just failed at crew killing. Because these weapons are too fast. So I would need a position where I can learn the thing. New GPU, which kidney did I sell it for? None, because Paul Mystakidis sent this to me from Australia. And it is a Gigabyte GeForce RTX3070. Very nice. It's huge, though, so I had to take apart my PC and remove a plate metal frame to get it to fit in my computer. But it's great. Having two fast weapons, a nice problem to have in FTL. True. Yes, it is. Alright, well, we're going to hack these guys' weapons, that's for sure. Okay, we might be able to crew kill this now. That should pull that guy in there, and then we go back to firing over here. Beautiful. Oh my god, he dodged my shot walking through the packed doors of mind control. I still didn't get a crew kill. Jesus. If it's just for an internship, it might be easier to look up a phone number and call ahead. They say thanks but no thanks, you'll have saved some work. If not, they already know your application's coming, it might look a bit more favorably. That's basically what I've been doing, Ramses. I've been basically messaging through their website every studio in Dallas. If you say, well, you should just call them, I'm pretty sure that's the same as messaging them through their website. That's how I did get the one response I did get. So I am basically doing that. The boss ready weapon system, if you've ever seen one. What, the enemy? Yeah, double burst laser 2, missiles and all that crap, yeah. Level 3 cloaking.
These fucking dodges.
Auto fire here. Have I looked at the Audio Engineering Society for some sort of context? Yes. Gunther sent me their Facebook page. I am now a member or a follower or however Facebook works of that. And I actually looked at their official website a while ago. The Audio Engineering Society, I think what I need to do is watch for when they have conventions and go to the conventions to talk to people, because the only thing you can reach out to the audio engineer conference or whatever it is, the only thing you could do is apply for scholarships, and I'm not eligible for that unless I go to school for it, which I have considered and looked into and am not ready to commit to going to school for it yet, because that's a lot of effing money to go to school these days, as anybody who's a student right now knows. Smile, never break off a handshake, name repetition, rules of the convention. Okay, cool. Weapons? Alright, I have a fire beam. And an ion blast that I don't care about. What sector are we in? Sector 5. You went to high school with the past president of the Audio Engineering Society. Oh, cool. Awesome. That sounds cool. That ion blast will be self-stacking for 1 power. Oh, I didn't think about the... you're right. That's fine. I still think it's not ideal. I'm hoping to get something better. But I forgot that we have an augment that doubles the speed of every weapon we're using. I completely forgot about that. Not Aquatica. Because I can't set them on fire, pretty much. So let's go civilian. Maybe I should have done slug. Oh well. Put in a call for Rand with your friend from high school, yeah. I'm sure that'll be great. Hey, I know we haven't talked in 20 years, but a guy I watch on Twitch is vaguely interested in something. Can you hook him up? I'm sure it'll go super well. Super well. It's not quite the same. People often react differently when you talk to them. Hearing your voice makes you less of a faceless applicant. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'll be honest, I'm pretty... I hate talking on the phone. So, the thought of cold calling every... studio in Dallas is terrifying to me, so I'm probably not going to do that. When I worked at Music and Arts, which is a place that sells musical instruments, we were supposed to cold call customers to sell them musical instruments, and it was one of the most terrifying jobs I've ever had to do, is cold calling people over and over and over and over and over again, so I'm probably not going to do that. Oh, you are pilot trained. Dismiss human. You hate calling people you don't know, but often get stuff done faster. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, Ramses. I don't think I'm gonna cold call a bunch of places around Dallas. I already, like, literally drove to a studio to see if I could talk to somebody face to face, which is similar to what you're saying. And the studio I drove to was closed with nobody there. And no way to leave a message, so I messaged them online through their... oh my god. Through their contact form online. Like, I'm trying. I feel like it sounds like I'm being super lazy, but I promise I am actually trying. I promise I am actually trying here. Friggin' anti-drone is dead again. Okay, come on. Christ almighty. This effing ship. The hard counter to my shieldless ship here, that's for sure. You often have to force yourself by dialing the number, and worked 1.5 years in a call center. It was a service hotline, you got called, not the other way around. Okay. Thank God I don't work in a cold call center like that. I'm pretty sure Shogi did that for a while. And that sounds like the most terrifying job I could think of, where your only job is to talk to strangers on the phone all day. Only worst job I could think of is, gosh, I don't even know, like being experimented on for medical procedures or something. But I'll be honest, from everything I've experienced so far and trying to reach out to studios, filling out their intern thing, filling out their applications, trying to contact them to just talk to somebody, it feels like an industry where they're not actively looking for people to join. It sounds like it's one of those, like many industries, where there's more workers than there are positions, because every reach out I've done has been met with either silence or a sorry, we don't have anything. So you did that as a job for many years, support retentions, it's the same, it burns you out. Yeah, it sounds exhausting. A horror movie on Netflix called Sorry to Bother You. It's about cold calling and various other shenanigans. It's really good, huh? It's the second free stun bomb we've got in this run. That's crazy. So that's why I've been starting to apply at other types of positions. Just apply for a job. So that's what I've been doing. Let's just hack this. You got used to the cold calling, not so bad if you're on the hotline and customers want something from you. You're glad you never had to call out selling stuff. If they had switched you over, you would have just quit. Yeah. Yeah, every year or twice a year at the retail job I had, we'd have to call. Basically, we'd have a list of people who have rented instruments from us, and we had to call them and say, hey, how's things going with your instrument? Have you thought about upgrading? And, like, it's just the worst thing ever to have to call people and say, yes, I'm trying to sell you something. The worst part of that job. The absolute worst part of that job is what that was. Am I gonna hack here? Yeah, I guess I will. Luckily you never had to call anyone. They called in, but you've heard every sob story under the sun. Yeah, I bet you have. Can I click on this? Let's see. It's got a rock, so I'm gonna say no, actually. You worked on the tech hotline for an ISP. You talked every day to people who told me that the internet is broken. Man, that sounds like a hellish job. 433 scrap. Okay. What can I upgrade? Not my cloaking. Value points, I guess. This feels like one of those runs where I'm just gonna have all this scrap and nothing to spend it on. Sure, I'll turn on a stun bomb. Stun bomb, fire beam. I heard Farb likes that build. Or that they didn't know how to connect to their Wi-Fi. Nice, nice. I'll be honest, when we had to do this tech support stream earlier because I couldn't get my stream to work, I was like, is chat gonna think I'm just the most useless person ever because I switched my video card out and now my stuff doesn't work, and I suck at figuring it out. Like, I feel like the fact that I didn't know that there were different types of HDMI cords shouldn't disqualify me from being a true gamer, right? Like, not every gamer knows that there are multiple types of HDMI cables, right? We're all useless. We won't judge. You hate working in corporate, the office politics, HR training. I'd be a good person as if you don't have a shred of common sense, videos, various nonsense. Yeah, I have a feeling if I do get a job like with the Marriott as an audio-visual tech, that I'm going to have to watch all of these videos about here's how to not sexually harass people. Here's how to not, I don't know, assault someone verbally. Here's how to not, you know, it's like, oh my god. That's like, that is the worst part. When I worked at Walmart, I had to watch ridiculous videos like that all the time. It's just the worst. Just the worst. Oh, this should definitely be a crew kill, I hope, actually. Oh, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to say, hey, good looking. Do those legs go all the way up? You know, it's like, it's so stupid, man. Because there are always these horrible videos that are the most unrealistic things, too. Hey, we got our first crew kill. Nice. Favorite tech person, favorite tech support ticket from previous jobs. Someone fixed my computer last year and the issue is happening again. Great mystery. I assigned that to an underling. You thought that for sure until you saw my diagram. Then you're like, wow, that diagram is pretty awesome. Yeah. I wanted to have proof that I had worked on trying to fix the issue myself and didn't just say, I can't fix it, chat. Tell me how to do it. I was like, here's all my connections. Here's everything I've tried to do. I think it's something keeping my video card from recognizing my capture card. Help me figure it out. And the fact that it was a type of cord that I didn't know existed is, you know, was a little bit of relief that I was like, okay, all right. I literally didn't know that there were different type of HDMI cables. Now I know. That's good. To be fair, at Walmart, you deal with humans and they may react in an unpredictable manner. True. Honka honka. Nice boobs, Peggy. Yeah, I know, right? I didn't know you weren't supposed to do that. And I thought that's just how people talked to other people. I, for one, after sitting over 7 years on a GTX 980, didn't know you needed a better HDMI cable once you got a 6950. Nice, nice. Also, I had a ticket that was, our printer needs fixing ASAP. We go through 6 inches of paper a night. 6 inches of paper a night. Wow. Okay. One time it took you 5 minutes to figure out that the no signal message on the customer's screen was not their Wi-Fi, but actually her display. She was literally sitting in front of a black screen. A sweet old lady with no clue of how a computer worked. Poor lady. Poor lady. That's what I feel like every time I have to do a stream where I'm like, chat, my thing's broken. Help me figure it out. I promise I know how computers work, kind of. I promise I do. Okay, I'm gonna hack here. Buy myself time. There it is. I'm like, yes, yes. I don't know how computers work. Please tell me how. Have you tried unplugging and plugging back in? About 30 times. I have. For some reason, it hasn't fixed it yet. Do not use a temp agency for hiring. Yeah, I won't. What I've been using is similar things that the links that Gunther has been linking in chat, like Indeed and like Google Google listings and things when you search online. That's what I've been using. Try 30 more times, unplug and replugging. It's guaranteed to work. That's right. Wow, these dodges are pretty crazy for this guy. trying not to hack and being greedy and not hacking. Your entire career has been IT support? You bump into head scratchers weekly, no shame at all, ask for help in Googling? Yeah. Well, the nice thing is almost every time I've had a streaming or PC or tech issue with trying to make my stream happen, if I stream and try to solve it on stream, we usually figure it out pretty darn fast. That's one of the great things about Twitch, is you get to chat from people to people who are like in Russia or China or England or on the other side of the world in Australia. And you also get to chat with people who have way different experience and have... You have some people who are like, well, I don't have a clue, but I'll hang out with you until you figure it out. Well, okay, appreciate that. And then you also have people, oh, I've worked in IT for 20 years. So possibly it's a port that has not been fully optimized, and holy crap, that's a free flak one. Okay. Finally an actual weapon. Finally an actual weapon. Chat always helps, that's right. That's what I'm saying, is chat is always right. Reminds you of your parents' printer where the power supply had an issue, huh? 25 years this year, Ramsey? Is that how long you've been in IT? Crazy. For your parents' printer, you thought it was a blown fuse, you replaced it, and then it blew up, so you ended up buying a new power supply off a seller on AliExpress. I don't know what that is, but cool. Oh my god. Remember that thing you said about imagine the build when you bought a Vulcan? Well, let's buy a Vulcan. What did I just buy? I did not mean to buy this. I meant to buy a Vulcan, actually. Let's buy a Vulcan. Some people tell you to use this site and download stuff, and then whammo, you get a virus. That did happen to us once, didn't it? Somebody, I think that was when we were setting up this PC. Somebody's like, oh, here's a version of Windows you can get for free, and it ended up being some virus thing. I was like, oh man, I can't believe I fell for that. And they're like, oh no, I didn't know it was a virus. Oh, yeah, sure you didn't. You're tied with that, Ramsey's 25 years. You can't wait to retire. Don't blame you. Alright, well, what would be really awesome is if we could get 10 power and weapons and use everything. But we need... What is it for weapon upgrade? Is it Rebel? Yeah, we need a Rebel sector. Okay. That's an approved Vulcan too? Nice. Alright, so we need Rebel sector if we want to get 2 bonus things, and it looks like we're in a rock sector, damn. You know what? I kind of want to preserve fuel, even though I just bought all the fuel. Let's just do standard, I guess. Hack weapons here. Just get Windows from this link. Bank transfer to pieboy.com. When asked for the version, put 2025. Don't worry about the pound sign. Yeah. Alright. Pretty good Vulcan build we got here. ASP did not go way down. Oh, look at that cloak image, I just realized. That's we're all smeared. That's cool. Very nice. I like the cloak image, Pieboy. Pieboy. RPG. Pieboy talking about pieboy.com, and I'm like, yo, thanks for this ship, pieboy.com. Level 2 heal bay, actually healing them faster. Holy forced jumps, Batman. Oh man, I should have bought stealth weapons earlier. I thought about it and I was like, I don't know. Now stealth weapons would be the best augment we could buy with this crazy fast thing. Well, we only have level 1 stealth. That's the real reason, or cloaking. That's the real reason I didn't do it. It wouldn't help us that much. I'd have to stop firing my weapons when I cloak. Glad I like the cloak image. You want it to be a cloaking image where you just use something like nitro boosters. Nice, nice. No thanks, Solar Flare with no shields. Your scam is so powerful it steals credit from RPGNerdos ships. Yay, 5 free hull damage. I love this game. I don't know why I want to quit playing it for my career. 5 free hull damage to the face. Got enough drone parts we can hack every single fight and we should be fine. Alright. At least the 5 free hull damage was free. You didn't even have to pay for it. Right, you didn't have to pay for that free hull damage. It was free. Alright. Yeah, man, yesterday when I set up this graphics card, it probably took me an hour to 2 hours to replace, I've never had to pull out the mount for the hard drives, that metal plated mount. So I had to figure out where the screws were. I had to figure out one screw wouldn't come out because it was stripped. Not the part that the screwdriver goes into, but the actual thread was stripped. So I was turning it to the left and it wasn't moving. So I had to get another screwdriver to push it from the back while I was unscrewing to get it to come out. And once I finally got the metal pieces out, I was able to put the graphics card in because it was super long. Then I had to refigure out how to put in just a single one of the mounts, then put my hard drives back in. And then after that, I was like, okay, now I got to make sure my hard drive or my graphics card drivers are updated. The nice thing about replacing this graphics card was, I think the latest GeForce drivers that I installed for my last graphics card must include drivers for every graphics card because I didn't have to download anything and it said I had the latest version. But then after that, I couldn't figure out why my capture card couldn't capture it, and I was like, ah, crap. So I spent a good 3 to 4 to 5 hours yesterday after my church job and a bonus rehearsal that we had last night, trying to, you know, tech support my own new graphics card. So that was a fun thing to do on my day off. Be thankful I didn't have to change the power supply. You had to redo all the power wiring as well. I'm a little worried that I might eventually have to do that, Ramses, but because the pegs for this graphics card I was able to just plug in with what I had, I'm hopeful that I won't have to do that. But yeah, you're right. If I have to do the power supply swap, that would be that would be a nightmare. That would be a nightmare. Catholic slavish scum. Oh, wow, he's got one of these fireball dudes, actually. I think I can vent these guys out. Fine. I've not been using my shield drone enough, I feel like. Oh, they were offering me a fireball dude. Sadly, I'm full up on crew, bro. Randy Man is rich in credits, not even have to sell slaves. Enjoy your glass cannon build. Who needs defense these days? I know, I'm not even using the shield drone that I bought earlier with drone recovery arm. Hacking cloaking, man. That's all I gotta say. Hacking cloaking. It's the way to go. I wonder if I could get 999 scrap to buy this and then get... You know what? There's a chance we could get 10 weapon power even without... the rebel sector for the elitization. There is a chance. Small chance to get another 500 scrap in the next sector and a half, but there is a chance. Telling you there's a chance. Nice. I might be able to get that much scrap to get as much as I can from this sector. I'm going to attempt to do that. No, 2 humans, not an NG. It reminds you of your power supply that for at least a year had an issue where it would shut down. Turns out you had set it to multi-rail and that was tripling the overcurrent protection. Overcurrent protection, huh? Not sure if I know what that is. It sounds like you were overclocking something is what it sounds like though. I'm not sure if that's what overcurrent protection is. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Man, all these rock ships, the teleporters. I wonder if I can force them to fight each other in here. They left, okay. Come on, these fucking dodges, man. Now, let's see if we can actually crew kill for once, maybe. Okay, too many shots. He's going to the heal bay. Got him. I think I've done too much damage already, though. Killed that guy. They would need to resist a lot for us to actually crew kill this, I think. Yeah, that's not happening. Basically, 2 GTX 1080s are thirsty little boys. I bet they are. How does the new graphics card perform in PoE 2 and Satisfactory? I don't know yet, Flurchin. I did load up PoE 2 with this graphics card, and it worked. I will say, even with this new graphics card, like the loading times did not feel very good. So I think it's less about my graphics card and more about PoE 2 optimization that might be causing loading issues. But I've only loaded it up like once, so I can't fully comment on it. However, I'm hopeful. And once I play Satisfactory, that I can put it at max settings and not have any issues. I'm hoping for that. Do I want to even... You know what? I don't think I care about crew killing. I need enough fuel to get out of this sector, though. Oh, there's a store there. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I don't actually want to go to a store. I just need fuel to get out of this sector. So 1, 2, 3, 4, dive. So I haven't tested on Satisfactory yet, Flurchin. Hopefully once my Balatra addiction has abated somewhat, I can. Like I said earlier, I've had questions. When is Satisfactory coming back? And basically the answer to that is soon, TM. Once I'm no longer addicted to Balatra, which who knows when that'll happen. What I might end up doing is like swapping in Satisfactory and Balatra, and maybe even some PoE 2, because they released a new video yesterday about their next patch. They're back from their Christmas break for Path of Exile 2, so I might want to give that a try when the new patch comes out too. Good lord, you can tell Burger hasn't been around. The queue for FTL name request in mod mode is a mess, Kappa. Well, okay. Well, sorry, I'm not gonna fix it. I'm too lazy. PoE 2 is a great game. You're slightly addicted. It's one of the worst optimized games you've ever played. Loading times are horrible. It crashes at least twice per session for you. Have you still been playing it, Shogi? Nice. I loaded it up. My issue with PoE 2 right now is it's a little bit of the same issue I had when I played it in PoE 1. Is if I want to truly play it at a high level, I'm going to have to look up builds, because the builds are really complicated and highly optimized if you want to play at the highest level. So I was looking at builds looking at trying to come up with another build last night. I was like, oh god, it's the PoE 1 problem again. I can't figure out a build that seems viable without looking at somebody else's build. Multi-rail is supposed to protect your power supply from catching fire a bit better than single rail. It trips faster. You're only 8 hours played behind me currently. Oh, okay. You're catching up on my playtime. All right. I'm gonna have to pick it back up. I think I'm gonna wait for the next patch, because when the next patch comes out, they're supposed to have fixed some optimization on loading times when you pull up the map, and balance issues on mapping. And those are two of my things that are bugging me the most right now, I would say, is the mapping stuff, and load times drive me crazy. I'm not sure what build I'll use, and I don't know if I'll look up a build, but the other issue with Path of Exile 2 is my hands get tired when I play that game a lot. Because WASD plus mouse and keyboard is great, but it's still lots and lots of clicking. I need to figure out a build where I don't have to constantly be holding down a click or spam clicking. Because it hurts my hands if I have to spam click or hold down left click all the time. And a lot of the builds in PoE 2 are very spammy, and that is an issue with arthritic hands. I know, gamer problems. Old gamer problems. I turned 43 this year? No, I turned 44 this year. I'm old, chat. I'm old. You feel me? You feel me about being old? Your SDFXCVPB keys are worn out. Surprised WASD is not what you put in there, but okay. Alright, what am I doing here? Hacking. Hacking weapons like we always do. Alright, kill your friends. Oh, Firebob. It's Firebob. Remember to grab your elitization before the flagship. Yeah, good reminder. I'm trying to get 999 scrap so I can get 2 elitization now, and I feel like it's gonna be close. We might not be able to do it. Luckily, you can touch type. It's an odd combo of keys. You think you need a new keyboard. Okay. Better turn this on. Alright, cloak the first volley. That's level 3 cloaking. Okay, well he gets his first entire volley with no counter from me. That's fun. But I have basically double Vulcan, so I guess I'm not allowed to complain. What's up, Spectre? Good luck. Appreciate it. I might be able to get extra scrap if I attack the store. Those are always high rewards. Okay. Getting close. I need to get to the base, the jump before the boss, which is... Is it now? I think it might be now, actually. Because he's going to go, then wait, then go. So let's go ahead and get the weapon upgrade now. Did I beat the poker games? Balatro? Well, I'm still addicted to it. Alright, let's go kill the store. I've beat it many times. It is a roguelike, so you beat it over and over and over again. Alright. He's hacking, so let's turn this on, this on. Let's use all of our tools here. Kill his artillery if we can. Killed my drones, that sucks. Or hack my drones. But he can't dodge. Alright, we're good, we're good. Alright, what's high scrap look like at a store that we kill in Sector 8? 67. Damn, we're close, we're close. Alright, if I delay fighting the boss a little bit longer, maybe I can hit 999. It's the new FTL. Balatro, I mean, it's better than FTL because I don't rage at it so much. It's my I'm tired of raging at FTL, so I need a break from FTL game, which we've had a bunch of those lately. Balatro is just the latest. Path of Exile 2 is that. Satisfactory. Damn, we're so close. Okay. Destroys the base in 3. So if I go here, then here... We might be able to get it from this next jump. Hey, Ricky SC, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. I believe that's a new sub. I really appreciate that. This might actually do it. What do we need? 55 scrap or 45 scrap? It's math on stream. I don't know exactly. You've been playing. You have been enjoying Balatro? Oh man, I've been enjoying it so much. I play it 6 hours on stream. I go get some dinner, take a shower, then I come back home, play another 3 or 4 hours when I get home. I have been playing it off and on stream. I'm super addicted to it. I mean, last night after I worked on my PC for a while and couldn't get it fixed, I was like, I can't fix it. Let's play some Balatro. So, I'm completely hooked to that game right now. Oh, man. 13 scrap short. 13, chat. 13. Can I do one more jump? I think if I do one more jump, we get the base taken over. I started playing shieldless runs. Mike Copley. Good to see you, my friend. Only because this mod forces me to be. I'll be able to get my level 10 weapon control after phase 1. Yeah, I guess I will have to do that. Go here, and then one of those strongholds should be guaranteed to be up. Alright, so. I better not spend any more scrap. Congrats on the new graphics card. What was I upgrading from? I think it's a 1080, and we went to a 3070. And I appreciate the congratulations. Congratulations should go to Paul Mystakidis, who sent it all the way from Australia, and was very generous, a very generous offering of a free graphics card that I didn't have to spend money on.
God fucking damn it, game.
I think we need to kill. I think we need to kill the beam. This is about to hurt really bad. Okay, we got it. I'd like to get a couple crew kills if I can. Yeah, beautiful. Animation finishes, nice. You're still on a 1080? Yeah. Or was I on a 1060? Is that what I was on? I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, there we get it from the boss. Nice. It was a 10 something, and we are now a 30 something. Fred with the 5 guest subs. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate that very much. Is the Holy Master satisfied with the generous offering? Yeah. Huge upgrade. I think I looked up the RTX3070 is like a $600 or $800 thing, even secondhand right now. Did I get it working with OBS? Hey, Paul, speak of the devil. Yes, we did. It took us about 30 minutes this morning to figure it out. And what I learned, there are different types of HDMI cables. And apparently, the long cable that I have was apparently an HDMI 1.4, and you need an HDMI 2.1, I think. I think the port on the RTX3070 requires a HDMI 2.1 type of cable. I didn't know that there were different types of HDMI cables. So, but today I learned. And we got it fixed pretty quickly. So right now I have a cable that's in the way that I will hopefully not trip over. And I ordered another cable from Amazon to replace that will hopefully be a long cable that I won't trip over that will work. So, There it is. We hit the 999 scrap. We can even buy power as well. We have 10 weapon power, chat. Totally balanced. Completely and utterly balanced. In a normal game, is the pilot hack a major issue? Run away and come back? No. In a normal game, I run away from weapon hacks, sometimes hacking hacks, and sometimes teleporter hacks. Those are probably the three that I run away from the most. Engines or piloting are annoying, but I usually am okay with that. Holy Master finds the offering satisfactory. Alright. Beautiful. Let's kill this again. Damn. We took damage. No zero damage boss fight for us. Okay, we got that thing down. Oh, I forgot that I have a fourth weapon. We want to try a crew kill. Too late. Already shot too many shots. We need gold plating on that HDMI. Well, what's funny is the HDMI cable I was using, like, has a gold, I think, like, when I bought this long HDMI cable, I'm pretty sure I bought an expensive one that had gold plating on the connectors so that it would, I don't know, have better connections or something. I didn't realize that I was buying an HDMI 1 point something, and I might eventually need HDMI 2.1. I don't even know when I bought this cable, because I didn't buy it on Amazon, so it's crazy. It's just fool's gold, probably, actually. Normally, pilot is annoying, but not run ending, just means more damage. When you first connected your new PC to a TV, you thought it had a bad HDMI cable. Turned out you'd plugged it into the motherboard port rather than the graphics card. Nice, nice. So we'll need the anti-drone for phase 3. More power. Alright. My control counter, I don't need to worry about. Board with a single dude. This guy's gonna run over there. Okay. Auto fire this. Thank you for the 500 bits, Splurch. Appreciate that. And we got a hype train. Nice.
Oh, come on, man.
Nice doges. Alright, that should be GG. The Jetceptor. Amazing ship from RPGNerdos. A shieldless, fast, amazing ship. Really cool cloaking image. Really like the visuals on that one. Wherever you got those visuals, they look awesome. We basically had double Vulcan, which, you know, you gotta love double Vulcan. So, well done, RPG, for a fun ship. Been too long since some good old-fashioned flackening. Has been a while. And let's check that score. 70-56. Well, we did get enough scrap to spend 999 on a weapon upgrade, so that deserves a GG, OP, maybe a little cheaty cookie time right there. Yeah, and thankfully with a fast run, we can probably get 3 ships in today. Even with our technical support stream we had to start on the day. Yeah, I really like that visual. That looks like a ship I could see in Star Wars. To me, that reminds me of like an A-wing and a Y-wing put together. Really cool. Alrighty, my friends. Well, that was a fun run. It was a fast run. So we'll hopefully get 3 runs in today. And we're going to play another Mr. Key ship from his Type H mod next. But before we do that, I'm going to stand upstairs to use the restroom. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying. Thank you again for the help to get the video card working. Thank you to Paul for sending the video card. Super generous. So y'all enjoy chair or ad time. Grab a drink, grab a snack. We come back, we'll play another awesome ship from you awesome people. See you in a bit, my friends.